to mix it up and take on center. Be willing to move forward. His dad's been pushing him to do more of that.
Saw what appears to be tape on that elbow underneath the sleeve from center's right arm.
Really good ball by Ben there. Center had a good look at that two-hander. Somewhat unusual to see him move in on that as early as he has the second point of the match. Maybe he wants to keep points shorter. Who's and ahs of that? Look at the gun, 143, but a miss. You know that Sinner's going to hammer that back there.
Went for a big second, hit the chalk instead of just fought it off. Decent return play.
Yeah, fought it off's a good word. He was, in a way, lucky to even get it back. Shelton's got to use that slice effectively in the backhand. Keep it low, but it's got to have something on it.
When you have a 143 in your bag, you should play the fastball a lot more often than Shelton does. He, at the urging of his father, Brian, and coach it, mixes it up, likes to employ the variety. The other school of thought is against a guy like Center, you've got to keep him guessing. You've got to keep him off balance.
Yeah, I think that he's got to keep him off balance, but that's the go-to, especially now when you're not sure how Center's feeling. He's not going to be wanting to go after those type of serves. If I'm just thinking, if the arm's not feeling right, that's the last thing you want to see.
It's a good serving game by Shelton to jump on top. Payout generated inside for IBS Watson X. Gives Center 79% chance of winning.
Does that take into account his injury?
I don't believe the computer would take that into account, but I don't know what Watson knows or doesn't know. If you want to learn more about how Wimbledon is using AI, IBM Watson X, go to IBM.com/Wimbledon. And you can feed the MRI results in there. And feed it some data from the practice session. MRI, we see an abundance of caution. If you just want to make sure he's okay, and after that, you have the okay. That's when they had the indoor practice session that Chris McHenry referred to. Not unusual for them to practice at an indoor court in the middle of a tournament. Regular hour-long plus outdoor warm-up today for Center.
Let's
That's up at foci, as you said, serve speeds.
See Darren there in the middle. The maestro, coaching maestro. Thinned out team. Darren will be leaving soon too at the end of the year. I suspect that Shelton thinks that he's going to win a lot of those exchanges.
15
Let's see what he has. I was going to say up his sleeve, but he doesn't have any stops. Looks like he's working those suction cups. They're supposed to get some blood flow or something. You probably know about that too, Chris.
Yes!
He has been getting the cupping. Yes.
30 love.
Not among the top of the world, Shelton that is, at breaking serve, so that should calm the nerves of Sinner a bit. He doesn't have to go as big as often, still get the job done.
Shelton not in the top 40 until the break percentage, still work in progress that return game.
1 game on for sets.
In terms of service games held, he's got to be right up there at the top. 22-year-old. Done it the less traditional way, but to me, the smarter way. You play a few other sports, go to college, get to grow up, get to be part of a team.
All those things he loves. He's a champion as a team and individual.
15 love.
Ryan Shelton was coaching. Fucsovics was tricky. You notice the tie breaks that he's won. All 4 that he's played. Going to have to play whatever tie breaks are in front of him today very, very well. Center's tough to beat in the breakers. There have been some moments in the last 2 head-to-heads where tiebreakers were huge. Matchup in Australia served for the first set, 6-5-30 love. Let the game slip away. Got outplayed big time in the tiebreak, and then I wouldn't say went away, but Center shifted gears and ran away with it.
I think he got a little gassed, physically, which was somewhat surprising. So this is the freshest he's been the 6 times they played. He's around and won the first one, but he was sort of new to the tour. So don't think he wanted to put his arm down when he slipped there. Replay, see how gingerly he approached that forehand. Yeah, he didn't put it down at all. Can't say I blame him. Shelton hitting that forehand as confidently as I've ever seen him. It's really gotten to be a nice weapon for him, along with that serve.
Let's first serve.
He's skilled in net. He was on the Laver Cup team for me and with me. He was the guy we threw out all the doubles matches, all 6. He played twice, all 6 matches. So we'll see how often he chooses to move forward in this singles quarterfinal. So he caught it just a little bit late because he had something on it. Oh. The crowd took a little tea break after the ladies. They'll be back shortly.
Shelton taking care of his serve. 2-1 missing.
Advantage TFO. Barclays Bank is proud to partner with Wimbledon. Because in business or on center court, the right partner can give you the advantage. Barclays, the official banking partner of Wimbledon, powering possible.
What? To take this.
Chickens! Again!
spot in the Wimbledon semifinals.
Congratulations, Mom.
Yep.
Another
It's been 45 years, John, since a mom has won this title. She could end that drought.
one of my idols, Yvonne Guligan. I love the way she played bench and solid as they come out there. And that smile says it all for her.
Gish been so dominant at Roland Garros, but not at Wimbledon. Really grew semifinal. Second semifinal after Sabalenka and Nisimova.
I don't think you would have bet that Swiatek would go farther in Wimbledon this year than the French.
She's been very much off the radar here, not considered a contender, but that has changed.
Yes! Get to the finals of a tune-up event. She's playing with confidence on the grass, going as a pretty solid favorite. Djokovic will be up soon. Cavalli, they'll play on center probably 20 minutes from now.
Yes!
Both guys are really difficult to break. Center serve, not as big, but very good. He backs it up, obviously, with these awesome ground strokes on both sides. Shelton, that wicked lefty serve. He's streaky. I mean, he'll get hot.
Yes!
The consistency he's working on off the return game and make his opponents have to earn it more often. Listed about 6'3".
40-15.
Center might be slightly taller. Taylor Fritz, the American. Great effort to get to his first semi here Friday. The Alcaraz, him go at it. Alcaraz looked incredible.
Sure did.
Against Norrie. Just
no mercy.
Bummed him out big time. Just took the crowd right out of it. Although honestly, a lot of
Yes!
The semifinals here in the same year since fellows named Pete and Andre did it back in 2000. Used to happen pretty regularly back in that era, your era. It's been that long since U.S. men have been two of the Final Four.
more formidable challenge is obviously Ben's trying to reach his first Wimbledon semi.
Taylor relieved his two previous Wimbledon quarterfinals. He'd lost in 5 sets to Nadal and Musetti. Overhit.
Yes! 15.
So it's pretty far back. I mean, that to me opens the door for that wide serve.
No.
When you assess what you want to do before you even
15.
step up, then you look at your opponent, you're like, okay, that's thank you, more or less, because it's almost impossible from that position to do anything. He's got to cut it off.
He's back far here in the deuce court as well.
It's a little different for the lefty on this side to find that angle. Sometimes lefties stand closer to the center service line so they can get that slice on the other side of the deuce court. That's when you know when you're serving well as a lefty, that the spin of your serve would take it out where your opponent would hit it on the ad side of the center service line. double there. That's adding a little stress to this game.
Had stress to this point right here. Blew it past him.
You know, he was leaning to the wide one. Don't give him the wide one. He hears everyone say, you know, coach, tell McEnroe to shut up. I know.
Yes! Oh no!
When you hit at 140, move it around.
To me, he should he mix it up in general? Yes, but in this case, I'd go big a lot more with, you know, potentially the arm bothering him. Certainly early in this match.
The funny thing about context, you don't notice it.
Oh, yes, but in this case, I'd go big a lot more with, you know, potentially the arm bothering him. Certainly early in this match. Currently 78 here in London, but that cloud cover gives these guys a little easier job to do. Don't have to look up at the sun. Skin burn as much if you like skin like this Jannik Sinner.
I'm sure he's wearing
Yes!
he endorses one. His big team pants.
You sweat it off in like 3 games. Believe me, I tried it. I'm another light-skinned guy, you know, out there. Please, clouds.
Yes!
As well as anyone in the Djokovic mold of being able to hug that baseline as often as possible and give it a ride on both sides. His timing is awesome.
Speed. He hasn't really delivered the fastball like he can in the high 130s yet, but as you pointed out too, maybe this is not a match that he has to.
Right, he doesn't have to. So far so good. If you're a Sinner fan, he looks fine. I see that probably we're early, so we'll get back to these stats in a while when we better assess the situation. It's only 20 minutes in, 3-all. Breaks, as I said, are going to be hard to come by.
No great points yet. The fastballs keep coming from Shelton.
15 all.
Don't forget, he's gotten himself as fit as he's ever been. In addition to as confident as he's ever been, he's more match tough. He's 10 in the world. I think he'd be, you know, who's the third or fourth guy? He's one of the guys in the mix as potentially, hopefully becoming a real rival for those 2 guys, this being one of them, Sinner, and obviously Alcaraz, that have sort of blown by the competition this last couple of years.
Yes!
It's a good ball right there. I thought it was a winner. Sinner's got a big wingspan.
It's up maybe between the throw off center. He's ready for it.
You try that when you're 30 love up and you got his serve. I don't know what Sinner's apologizing for. I like what I'm seeing. Sinner moving forward, taking that volley on it. Good job there.
I assume you'd be concerned seeing Shelton pushed back, drifting back in rallies, conceding for it like he did that time.
It's hard not to concede court, though, when you play him. That's one of the big things that makes him so tough to play.
Let's first up.
It wasn't a great approach.
Just got away with it.
He did a little bit. Still, I like the aggressive play. It was the right play to come in on. It's easy for me to say, oh, you should have hit it deeper and wider.
I think you're qualified to judge approach shots. I feel okay in that area.
Is pretty remarkable. And that is not easy to find that opening there.
Something being really tested now in a service game for the first time.
Slice away from you up the middle, so this makes this virtually unreturnable. As you can imagine, a flat serve out wide at 139. I'm not saying anything earth-shattering. Misses don't count, folks.
It's not easy to out-finesse Sinner, is it?
Yes!
You know, Shelton took notice of the goings-on when Dimitrov won the first couple sets using that hard, pretty vicious slice. And Shelton's got to try to employ that.
Yes! Scores.
The other thing Dimitrov did do was he didn't go big on the forehand, and successfully so. And Ben's certainly capable of that as well.
Dimitrov played 2 sets about as well as he can possibly play them. Everything working for him. That's what made it so gut-wrenching.
Yeah.
Go down. Sinner, by the way, said he didn't take it. Yes! What wasn't good was the way he handled all of that first match with complete class.
Absolutely correct.
He was right there to console. Grigorian showed his empathy, compassion. Pure class after that.
Let's.
Yes! Talk about the match at all. He
No, it's a fault.
understands that. Although he could have come back and won it, if Dimitrov had stayed healthy, it would have been a very huge task.
Yeah, well, I would have been at where it was 50-50. But you know, he went into it 90-10 or to win, so that's a big difference.
Shelton's had trouble.
Yes!
Saturday afternoon on ABC Sports. WNBA action. Two of the big stars. Lisa Collier, the Lynx. Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. 1 o'clock Eastern Time on ABC. Center's gotten this deep into the first without facing a break point.
Standing back even further now. A little bit of time as he looks at 142 mile per hour serve.
15 up.
Safe to say the adrenaline is pumping with Ben Shelton.
Yeah, Center, he's just trying to solve the puzzle right now, isn't he? Trying to find a way to get enough returns in play. Hard to do a lot with that second serve shot. 15 in the body with some action.
And just so people understand, this is one of the biggest serves in the history of our game. With variety. And being lefty, where they don't see as often. So you add all that up, even for the world number one, not easy. Typically, that's more or less what it is anyway, that, you know, to pop on their serve. So it's nothing that unusual happening so far. Whoa.
Yes!
He wanted to break the record on this.
13-15.
He feels confident. You saw the tweener that he played. Kind of a similar 30-love scoreline. But against Center, you don't want to concede any points, no matter the situation.
But just to be clear, he's doing that on purpose to not give Center Rick. You know, he doesn't want to let him get into a point. So in a way, that was just, I don't think it was a dumb play. You might get the ace, get an unreturnable. You got him thinking then.
He's not winning a big
Yes!
second serve anyway. Plays the second serve, so you think a riskier approach on that shot like that.
Yeah, I do. I'd say against him. Especially at 30 love, 45. So you got to buckle down. You get a little bit tight if you lose this, but let's see how big he goes on this serve. Don't think he'll be going for the ace again.
Game, Shelton.
Well, jamming again. That was a really good second. And Shelton back in front. 5-4.
The Hill in New York returns this summer, bringing the quintessential Googling experience back to Brooklyn. Join us at Empire Fulton Ferry in Brooklyn Bridge Park from July 11th.
Feels very comfortable.
Yes!
15 goes court. He got slaughtered by Alcaraz on center, so I get it.
They could have played at center, one, Orangi, zero gravity. I don't think
Exactly.
underwater wouldn't have mattered.
Maybe underwater, you have a shot. Well, selfishly argues that man he's getting in the center.
Yes!
Pushing his hand to get these guys into the box down there on the court side as he's doing center for both BBC and us. You see, BBC's got it.
I have no
What
construction
happened?
skills, but I'll come across here and help out, do something if we can build a bunker here.
Absolutely. Just trying to look where it can be. Got to talk to these guys.
Yes!
Trying to do anything from center service can create a little bit of stress. Hasn't been able to at all. So just 1 point dropped on serve by Jannik so far. 7 for 7 when he plays a second serve.
Shelton's more comfortable going backwards as he's doing here on second and taking it early.
Yes!
He's going to look to win majors. Shelton got to be effective. Hopefully for him in this match, taking it early on the second serve and doing damage.
Here we go, business end of the set. Shelton was wondering or hoping whether or not center's arm was going to be a problem. So far it isn't. Beating, we'll have to try to beat a guy that's seems to be at his best, at least physically, at the moment.
But a better matchup for Ben on this court. Favorable to his game, more so than center. A little bit more MPHs behind him, and younger, and a little bit taller, and a little bit more wingspan. Try to jam them when you can on the serve.
But a few glitches.
Still working them out.
And a few glitches affecting points that had to be replayed here. And there's been all sorts of everything is scrutinized here. We put into AI. This is not AI, folks. It's not. Not everything computerized is AI.
Not yet.
Not new technology.
Coming to a tournament near you. So it's going to be disappointed that he's just looking to slice that ball deep, float it on him. So center's back far enough where you can't really body him, but it opens the door for the serve out wide or up the middle. Let's see how close he gets on the second serve. Steps in a couple feet, We'll move forward a couple more. And he's willing.
Yes!
Moving right in. I'm seeing this from center.
Here's a moment for Shelton.
7 for 9. That's pretty darn good. He's like hoping center. Can I get a look at a second serve?
He stepped up. That time he was deep and then moved up. Just as Shelton was going to toss, he got blasted line at 143. Sixth hold to Ben Shelton. Now center. You expect we'll send this to a tiebreak. Not quite there yet. Center's been untouchable his first 5 service games.
Yes!
Beyond the baseline.
Yes!
Very good rhythm. Long rally. Match so far. A few more medium range rallies, which center has dominated, as you'd expect.
Yes!
Anticipated to be 14, at least one, if not more.
Yes! What a tiebreaker!
Exceptional tiebreak player. Long back and forth tiebreak that closed the door a year ago here. Down 9, and then talked about the tiebreak beginning of this year in Australia. After center served for it, badly outplayed, or Shelton, excuse me, served for it, badly outplayed by center in the breaker.
It's 5-1 head to head and 5-1 in the tiebreakers for center in their respective careers. So this takes on more importance, obviously, for Shelton. To get a lead, put some more belief. Mojo working.
1-0 Shelton.
Brian, balancing act galore with being dad and coach. It's worked out so far really well. See, this is what I'd like to see him take the ball on, but he's choosing to stay back where he's more comfortable early in his career. Center forward.
Ready for the triple.
Key to that is the return's got to be deep enough, effective enough, and you don't have to go on defense. And he was able to do that. Really good point for him. Best point he's played in the match. Both well struck.
Short hop redirect on grass. Why not?
Jimmy. Especially when you're down 2-love in the tiebreaker.
Left. Second set.
Running to the backhand corner. It's hard for him to do damage.
Probably the second serve he's hit today. Center backing off, way back now. Just missed that.
Oh boy. He's made a first serve. That second serve. Center has turned this around now. 3 straight points.
Sister and girlfriend there. Stressing. They're all stressed. Everyone's stressing. First 50 minutes, that elbow's fine. Absolutely no ill effects at all from that injury a couple of days ago. Good to see, and for his sake, a very clean ball.
Hasn't had to really move back and forth across the baseline. Would it be in his head? Footing. Slipping over the center court. No sign of cautious footwork from center. Hasn't really had to move that much. It's long. Just missed the forehand.
Yes!
Serving that he produced to get here. Badly needs a couple of first serves here to stay in it.
Yes!
for center.
Two more and he is going to the semifinals.
And then center grabbed 7 straight points.
Professional job by the #1 seed. It's one of the few baseline balls he's missed this entire match. Most of those losses are a while ago. You would assume he's not lose too many matches when he wins the first set. Now he did obviously.
Yes!
He won the first 2.
Oh no.
Shelton even got to
It's a
tie
fault.
break. Center had exactly 1 unforced in the set. And Shelton was not even close to being in a service game.
Yes!
Do more with that slice back. Just sitting up and Center just dictates these rallies. Try to put more on it. Hit through it so it doesn't float.
Just underway on center court. Djokovic and Flavio Capoli, 22-year-old young Italian, making his breakthrough in a major here at the championships.
Attorneys hit. Ball off tee. Should do more than stand a little closer.
15-13.
Use the pace of the serve to slingshot that ball back, which he did very nicely there. This could erase the bad taste in his mouth after that tie break if he broke right here. Yeah, that's gotta work that shot.
Did stay low, and he's got his first 2 break opportunities now.
15-14.
Both center coaches. They're
Thank you.
on their feet. Don't want to dip from their guy right here to start the second set.
Yes!
13-14.
It was a good approach shot, but you've got to be disciplined enough. If you're Shelton, just test him. Make him hit a volley there. Even if you don't think you're hitting a great passing shot. Never look for a second like that was going in.
Advantage, set.
Yes!
This 4 or 5 first serves, a huge difference from guys at this level are hitting their first serve in consistently. Basically unbreakable. All right, both these guys, if they're serving well, getting a high percentage in.
Yes!
Firing away.
Every now and then they prove they have more skills than just their serves, like that point front between the legs to no avail.
Out of the tiebreak. This is a nice point for Shelton.
Shelton's looking good here. 2 love. Got the mini break. Crowd's pumped up. This is a 2 love point. That's just a beautifully struck ball. Catch that a tiny bit late, you're down 3 love.
Just could not produce, John, the big first serve. No first serve landed faster than 118 for Shelton in the tiebreak. It's 7 points in a row to center. The opportunity Shelton had to perhaps reverse the momentum. IBM sats through a set. Look at that one error.
Yeah,
Luck
that's not easy to win sets against the number 1 seed when he's made 1 unforced error. But he's got to tell himself, I wasn't that far away, despite that. The error. So got to keep the energy up, though. Australia sort of let down.
Throughout the tournament, you're talking about the medium length rallies, the long rallies. He's been well. Outplayed Sonigo in the last round in the back of the court. But
different Italian here.
Yes.
Different level. Sonigo, excellent player, but that'll be another thing I'd recommend. As Sinner takes a fall, no serving in bottom.
30 all.
Watch this balance again. That's how put the left hand down on the court. Be careful with that. Doesn't have the natural grass court movement. That's for sure. He'll slip and slide over the court. Not as good a mover on this court as he is on a hard court. Clay. That may come in time.
Game Shelton.
Stay with center.
Might be calling the train or something.
Looking at his left hand. That's the one he put down to the court this time.
Maybe he cut himself a little. Let's see.
Wants to rinse it off for now. does that more than most guys. Slide and stay beat by using a hand on the court.
It's pretty big guy, so he wants to be able to get up quicker. Those legs aren't as beefy as some of the other players on the tour.
Yes!
That's the left hand, good landing.
All types of
The line.
here. Left hand on the line, chalked, it flew up.
His hand was clearly on the line, John. Clearly. Everybody saw it.
Oh.
His first one of those.
Yes!
Where was he going to come in at that point? Slim pickings. Hit a good, deep, hard forehand that Sinner was able to fight off pretty easily, actually.
Yes! Yes!
Once again. Ball change.
Up. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Really nice. Sinner made him earn it.
Exactly. And that's all you can ask from both the guys.
15.
Sinner did his job, and Shelton did just a tiny bit better there.
Sinner enjoys Wimbledon because there's his dad, his team there. He loves the family environment. They get to stay together in his house. His sister's over here. There's been a lot made of the fact that she got extra time off from her financial job in New York. He just really likes the vibe of the family as a playing here, working a year to be here. He says it's kind of unlike any other tournament, and it is in many ways. It's the experience for him away from tennis.
Yes. girlfriend who knows what it's like to be a great athlete.
Right. Soccer player.
Understands
Yes.
the preparation that goes into it, and then have a coach that played here. Not a bad thing either. Our old serve volleyer, Brian Shelton.
Yes!
15 love.
Brian's best result in the championships. He said my dad had a pretty nasty kick serve when he was asked whose serve was better, yours or your dad's. Brian just laughed. I think I'd take Ben's serve.
So would pretty much anyone else that ever played this sport. That's it.
Yes!
That's the game. You would assume that center would
30 love.
prepare for something like what Ben just threw at him, that short, awkward slice. That was really well handled.
Yes!
40 love.
Points yet, not many long rallies played on center court. Unlike the Djokovic match against Dimador.
Yeah, seemingly not overwhelmed by playing his idol on center court at Wimbledon. But it's early.
Now it's
It was love
got the
30 in
dues.
that game.
Yeah.
So he's got two 22-year-olds, a 23-year-old, and the wily old veteran at 38 years young. That's a great ball.
Yes!
Sometimes you gotta say just too that
15.
it's not the wrong play, it's just out executed. Hurt his elbow. I felt that one.
Yeah, he's grabbing it. You're right, John. So came in at 141.
15.
It's the first time we've seen Jannik grab that right elbow after a point. Look at that.
30-15.
Mishit it, so off the frame, and did not feel good apparently.
I mean, that could happen normally,
Right.
but obviously after what happened the other night, is more concerned in the center camp.
Team seated just behind him at this point.
It's a fair amount when you swing and miss and you don't hit anything. That actually hurts.
It's an interesting time. We talked about the team being thin. The Melissa Spadia, Marco Panici, the physio, and the trainer dismissed just before this tournament after Roland Garros, wake of that heartbreaker. There's still folks who are looking after him, but it wouldn't be the ideal time to not have your full team there, right?
I wonder why that happened. He lasted 5.5 hours. He was still going pretty strong. Fifth set till the tiebreak.
3
Five, those two guys
second set.
Djokovic's team. And obviously you were hired because of had great work with the ageless 38-year-old. But
All right.
Really mesh, no ill feelings. Center set. Those tournament sets that actually need to be looked after.
That's clearly got into his head.
Stop 15.
Shelton saw it, we did, and it's become an issue and a factor.
Keep an eye on the serve speeds in this game.
You got to admire
15
the level that he hits both sides off the ground. How difficult it is to deal with for anybody. Clearly, Shelton hasn't solved the puzzle at all yet.
Yes!
15.
Elbow ever an issue for your
Elbow issues at times. It's not something you want as a tennis player. Trust me. That's pretty high up on the list. Is the last thing you want.
Well, there is a condition called tennis elbow that most people who played it at some point get it.
Exactly.
When the tendon gets inflamed. See to that round.
Yes!
The line rarely has been able to hold
Oh no.
that court so far today. There's a half chance, as they say.
He's trying to mask it, hide it. Something, it's obviously not right. We knew that going in, but it's starting to affect him a little bit mentally.
Yes!
Points to go.
30.
Fight it off, shakes out the arm just briefly after that miss. Shelton perspective, that was not a good time to dump a backhand.
That's right.
Routine went in the net.
No.
Silhouette opening here.
Juice.
It's time to deuce in the center service game. 5 minutes has been a marathon for the typical length of center service games.
Advantage set.
You slice. The drop shot off the slice can be effective because you're sort of setting yourself up. It's well disguised. You know that he's second guessing himself at times. That's what center does to opponents. He's still shaking. He's trying to just get through it, stay ahead.
Juice.
Shoot the hand out after that miss.
It does hurt more when you miss.
This is really the first evidence we've seen John probably brought into the match. Things seem to be okay. No noticeable drop in speed of the forehands or the serves early. It wasn't going as big as he can, but didn't need to. This has been the first, I think, concerning game for his team.
Advantage set.
Slowing the pace down in this game.
Thank you.
From the other side. So much for that.
Hand signals, whatever the two is, the signal's been given.
Thank you, everybody. Ready for play.
Thank you for this. It doesn't hurt your arm if you don't hit it clean. Thank you for that.
Lot 15.
Fifth double. Pressing, clearly knows he's got to serve well in the second serve to avoid getting quickly behind in the rally.
Imagine that ball slicing into your body as a righty. How tough it is to get out of the way and extend the arm. Totally jammed up there.
that either.
Since Sinner's gotten back a little further to return the serve this game, that wide serve easier to execute for Shelton.
Yes!
Wide serve. Can he hit it up the middle at 140? Yeah.
The first break point opportunity Sinners had today.
Let's see what he does.
That's a huge forehand.
That's 4 innings hit today. Much needed.
Easy power.
Juice.
Sinner cut that serve out. He did cover it and hit a pretty good return. You forget sometimes with the serve how big his forehand can be, Shelton.
I think one of those jammers in the second serve job has been pretty effective for him. Even though
Especially how good his serve is, that he's that far back and still jams him. And that spin's coming right into his body. Arm may a little sore, a little ginger about making quicker moves.
Huge for Selton. Finally faced a break point, dealt with it, and gets to 4-all. Crowd encouraging the
4 games,
American.
second sets.
Tough battle here. He was here in 89. I saw that. I respect her.
I was here too, not that day, but
I had to buy a ticket. that was exciting. I love the English crowd really such a kind of spectator business. So they were giving Becker the business. There were some old fans who didn't appreciate that Germans won both of the titles that year. Maybe they lived through the Blitz or something that had something against.
he'd already won it a
Country.
couple times
Yeah.
by then.
But they were vocally heckling him. I was pretty surprised.
Were they Swedes?
Yes!
They used the word craps. Of course, so caught off guard. Didn't seem to bother Boris. But that's the exception, let's be clear. Normally very polite, well-behaved, knowledgeable fans here.
Yes!
No stress for Sinner here. Serve speeds are still kind of right where you'd expect them. He hasn't unloaded on the 138, 139 yet, but maybe that wasn't a huge part of the game plan coming in. Even if the elbow is okay. Been in control of his service games throughout.
Yes!
Faces must holds. Step up at 4-5.
It's 3:34 p.m. Do you know where your boost is? It's here, and it's frosted. With cereal, it's the spot.
New Chips Ahoy Fresh Stacks just dropped. Only $2.98. Never get enough, that's what I want. Yeah. That's what I want. That's what I want. Never get the Royal Caribbean.
I have some, Grandma.
John, look at the
15.
rally position of Shelton. Set 1 to set 2. Push back a bit, about 3 feet.
Well, it's pretty clear watching this that Sinner, to contend with these ground strokes, it's hard to know what to do. You don't want to be cow volleying from the baseline, so it sort of hasn't had a whole lot of choice.
So 141.
Yes!
Describe it. Protecting himself. He's so good at taking those drop shots and doing damage or finishing the point. That's
Yes!
Jannik played a bad point? Absolutely not. He played a good point. This guy played a great point. A number of balls that would have more of an impact against almost anyone else in the field.
Thank you.
Big moment for Ben.
Yes!
Shelton didn't hold back. Aggressive. Second serve and first ball. Serve just pushes back.
C14.
And that's a set point now for a 2-set lead.
Yes! Finally, he gets a break points. If Jannik Sinner gets another point like this, the game is over.
What's going on in center and number 1 court? It's been a tight battle of the John, keeping an eye on that. Djokovic had a set point. The volley held, so it's 5-all. First set over there.
Great shot.
Yes!
Man. You really stepped it out. Beautiful level set. 15 at this level, just when it looked like maybe he's vulnerable, the elbow hurting. Nope. Djokovic also served for the set at 5-3, was broken. Has Ben Shelton played badly? No. Has it been the best he's ever played? No. But, I mean,
Yes!
the way he gets it off, takes it early, and it's as big as he does in there. And it seems like a safe shot.
Seems repeatable. Again.
Yeah, he's repeated it quite often these last year or two. Such great timing there.
Very, very clean today, center.
30-15.
Unlike Australia at the beginning of the year, they played and center won the first set tiebreak there. Shelton did a good job digging in and got it to 4-5 in the second set. Just couldn't produce enough big serves in that game.
Incredible pass. But was Shelton trying to hit that hard this slice? Was he trying to hit it short? He sort of got caught in between what he wanted to do. And center absolutely ripped the two-hander.
Take a picture of the screen with your phone. You have the schedule. Breakfast Wimbledon debuts tomorrow at 7 a.m. The two ladies' semifinals are now set. Anisimova and Sabalenka, the American, trying to take down world number one. That's first up. And it's Swiatek and Bencic to follow. The mixed doubles championship at 1 o'clock Eastern time later in the day here. You know the schedule for the championship weekend.
They changed the finals schedule of the finals to 4 o'clock for the men and women here in London.
Later, it's almost like a brunch of Wimbledon, the late breakfast of Wimbledon now.
Yeah, right.
So many folks in the States are getting, especially on the West Coast.
No kidding.
A chance to get up and see it. And if you get a long match, they get really excited. They can close the roof, which they love to do here.
It's a beautiful sight. Recommend them do it more often when it's super windy, say. Super hot. Help these players out.
Help the fans out.
Score that. 14.
Serve to open the third. It'll be a 2K Summer League tomorrow from Vegas on ESPN2 and ESPN. The Summer Leagues, you get the rookies. Was it you asked me, is Cooper Flag playing? Did you ask me that the other day? Or was it
I did not ask you.
somebody else? He is playing.
Is he playing?
Yes,
Oh.
you'll see his debut for the Dallas Mavericks. 10 o'clock Eastern time.
Got a little more element of excitement to that summer league with him out there. Shelton's comebacks from 0-2 down. 0. Have to do something he's never done against the number 1 ranked player in the world. He said he wanted a challenge. he's got it.
New balls for center in this game.
15 love.
Yes!
Tiebreak alert over on ESPN2 on center court. Faboli and Djokovic about to start. Just suggesting there for you.
Yes!
40 love.
Yes!
It's so good about getting that break. 4-5, he gets to start serving the second, keep the momentum, stay ahead, make Shelton feel like he's even more has to come from behind. As bad as it is, the 2 sets of love that he'll be down during this third set.
Set score is close.
Yes!
4 points. And Shelton are up to see that set score. It's tight.
The Hill of New York returns this summer, bringing the quintessential Googling experience.
15
38
love.
would not like to fall behind the set again.
Obviously, he's an offensive, aggressive player. Bided his time nicely there. Right. Looks like he's.
Is he with us?
He was a little wake-up call. It's a tiebreaker, tell him. Long way to go.
Fifteen.
On the run, and they'll change hands with the big underdog here up 4-2. Should he?
15.
Match. I guess so.
Oh, well, he's only been broken once, so
Correct.
got to keep that in mind. But to me, with his all-around skills, I believe so. I think the game he lost at 4-5. He tried to go too big on some serves, missed them. Gave him too many chances at second serves.
Yes!
Italian tennis, and he's a guy that's stepped into the spotlight at championships.
Shelton.
Shelton holds for 2-all.
2 games all, third set.
Trying to get some positive vibes from the old man. Soccer as a kid. He's highly touted.
Yeah. Still very passionate about the sport, but he made the right choice of sport.
I think so.
I don't know. Some suggest that he might have been like a elite level.
Deion Sanders of tennis.
Only has the set on his racket now.
Easy for you to say. You got the set on my racket. Not a huge server.
No.
And he's playing his idol.
That's one way of saying if he wins 2 points, he wins the set.
13.
But my way of saying it ain't that easy to just step up and do
I didn't
that.
say it was easy.
I didn't say you said it. 130, I see. Whoa. Got some pop. Not a gimme volley by any means. He's become an excellent volleyer. He's on the grass, gets it to 5-all.
Yeah. Oh. Yes.
Point here. ESPN2, of course, has continuous coverage of this match. Two winners to meet here on Friday. Handled by the inexperienced Italian. That's a set point now.
Capelli was having trouble winning matches most of this year. Really lost his confidence.
T13.
Saves the set point and changes 6-all. There's only one career win at Wimbledon for this run.
Safe to say he wasn't known as a grass court
Oh,
specialist.
no, it's a fault.
Jack Draper was in this section, the 4 seed. He lost early to Marin Cilic, who Cavalli beat in the last round.
Yes.
Stay with this. Full to Cavalli. Djokovic. Shelton's still down. Oldest man or woman, you can go down setting all types of records.
Still
trying to tie Roger.
You're taking another swing in his 25th major. Ground by his standards. This is what happened here with Shelton. Just tried to.
That doesn't look like it felt too good on the groin or the inside part of the knee, but pretty effective serve.
40.
T15.
Both guys have played well. Let's see. Effective for the two at net. Opportunities to break few and far between.
So at 143. A few like that in the time. Made it tough.
Just trying to get the crowd to believe that he thinks he can still win this. Energize them. Good idea by
3
Shelton.
games all, third sets.
Pumped up the fastballs, and that came 3 serves, 140 plus.
Suppose they want to be another victim of the number 1 seed.
15 all.
It's really been effective for him.
Even where Shelton's standing, it's not close. Just the depth and pace of the shots. He's got him on his back foot.
That's why I'd like to see him. If he gets his seconds, or stand closer and try to be more aggressive off that. Okay, here, like right here, 15 all. See what he decides to do. Most of the time, he's backed off.
Doing that again.
Yes!
13-15.
Yes!
14-15.
Yes! Nope. Yes!
Spot at the beginning of the tournament. Look at the draw. Sinner and Djokovic to the semifinals. Sinner's doing his part, up 2 sets. Djokovic up to come from behind on center. Probably trying to make it a very exciting semifinal for the Italians. It's not what most folks foresaw. Sinner's been
15 all.
impossible to beat his fellow countrymen. Complete dominance.
Good ball striking from Ben Shelton. Late in this third set. Remember, he's never come back from a deficit like this. The old man trying to keep him positive. Keep the energy up. I think he needs the advice from the father about that. He knows that. Forehand, the set up that nice drop shot, good touch. Shelton looking determined still.
Voicing their appreciation of what you said, John. They know as well as anybody how a massive uphill fight this is. How unlikely it is that Shelton can pull it off, but he's maybe perhaps swinging more freely here in the third set.
Not sure what he was trying to accomplish
Yes!
there. That was a weird move.
14-15.
Looked like he'd stopped playing, like he was trying to fake out Sinner. It didn't work. That's the good part. Go on.
4 games all, third sets.
Absolutely the right thing to do. Keep him believing, in case he's doubting himself. He's going to get it. Exactly. He won't be trying that again.
If I was going there for 9, he put it back to where center was standing. Right between her there.
It was the overhead that he should have put away. It's a pretty good lob there, but this one hurts in more ways than one. Luckily, it was just a leg.
Thank you.
First point, you start thinking I should have won it. Tighten up on a forehand. This is for Shelton. He doesn't have too many looks like this. Very few.
I don't recall any love 30s in the center service game.
Yes!
15-13.
He's peppered the backhand for the most part, as he should against Shelton. Shelton far more dangerous when he's got to look at a forehand. Shelton standing over to try to cut that wide serve off, force him to go to the forehand. Makeable backhand there.
And if you have a weakness out here, center as good as anybody. Probing it, exposing it, exploiting it. Here in the third set. Can you keep that up?
Love.
His third full year on the tour, he's making a nice impact. Finally hitting the top 10, currently 10 in the world. He lost it.
Yes!
Earlier to the same man on the same court last year, so if he loses,
If my favorite tennis player gets another point like this, then he's going to semifinals. If not, then Shelton's still alive.
he'll be out there another couple hours. A lot easier said than done. If you've been watching this the first 2:15 or so.
No.
A makeable back-end center miss.
30-15.
One off the return. Pretty good look there. Djokovic is just broken early in the second. He's up 3-2. He's not going to get to that.
Yes!
It's improved, first of all. His service, his returns better. He's mixing it up. It's a work in progress. It's not the guy you. This is the real test where you get exposed a little bit, but it's pretty good. Though. It's just not great.
Center within 2 points of the win.
Not the time he wants to be missing first serves.
Come on, Jannik.
Trouble, just like he had in the second set. Produce one more service bomb when he needs it.
Let's.
If it's a double fault, then he wins.
Please.
No, Shelton's still alive. Shelton's still in this match.
Good time serve, great return. Well directed when he had to hit that well.
To the top of page 1. Oh, lefties playbook.
This could be it. He has another chance. There's still another chance. No, ace for him. Double falls! Yes! He has his third chance.
Thank you.
Third chance.